All right, Coach, first off, we got to talk about today. Talk about what you saw out there on the mat, and obviously, came away with the W for the duel.
Definitely. I was pleased with our effort. We wrestled on Thursday and then traveled here, and long day of travel, got in late last night, and we were down a man in the dual meet. We knew going in we were more than likely going to forfeit 157, and when you're competing without a full squad, you always got to look for guys to step up, and we had a lot of guys step up. I was really proud of a lot of guys' efforts, but in particular, Joey McKenna at 141 getting a pin. That's extra team points, and then our 149-pounder coming off an injury and figuring out how to win in overtime was big. And both of those two scenarios, a pin with those extra points plus the 3 points we get in that win, really are the difference in a 22-16 victory. So, obviously other guys performed well too, but those two matches really stuck out for me. So I'm pleased with our effort, especially kind of considering the circumstances.
Speaking of Joey, talk about his season so far. Obviously been pretty special, number 2 in the country right now. Big pinfall here today. Talk about what improvements you've seen throughout the season from Joey.
Yeah, well, Joey's a special kid. He's one of those guys, and although he's a freshman, making this claim early is, different than when you've coached someone for a long time. But he's a real special kid, and he's a kid that, you recognize as a coach, you probably aren't going to get a chance to coach a lot of kids like him over your career. And he's that guy. He's wise beyond his years. He's a guy who, although he's a freshman, he feels like a senior. The way he leads and his maturity, and that's something that is rare in the sport for a kid coming in as a freshman. He's really, it's interesting. You look at him ranked second in the country, but if you saw him every day, if you saw what he did in the room, if you saw the extra workouts he put in, if you knew what wrestling meant to him and how much he cares about it, you would feel like number 2 ranking is well deserved. And we think that he has a chance to win the national championship. So he's just been a guy that's brought us up in a lot of different ways. He leads. He uses his voice as much as he uses what he does on the mat, and he understands the aspect of team. He came from a great high school program at Blair Academy. He also understands what it takes individually to accomplish something great, and so he brings a great, just a great overall kind of, feel about him to our program.
Number 2 right now, you said you think he can be NCAA champion. What's he got to do to get there?
Well, he's got to make a few adjustments on his finishes. He wrestled Dean Heil at the Southern Scuffle and got into positions where he had a chance to score and didn't, so he's going to have to be able to finish. That's important. To win a national title, you got to take someone down. He's made great strides on top. I feel like right now his strongest position is his top wrestling. Being able to ride but also turn. He has a lot of good turns, and he's slowly turning the corner in that regard. So a couple turns here or there breaks a match way open, especially in a big match. So I think he can make a lot of progress there. And for him, there's always the issue of just being mentally focused, taking care of all the little things outside of wrestling, the academics, his weight, just all those things, making sure those are taken care of. So when he gets to the NCAA tournament, he can focus on 5 matches. And he's showing all the signs that he's going to do that. So we're excited.
Talk about Joey off the mat a little bit, in the dorm room, on the bus. What kind of person is he?
He's pretty. There's a couple things that come to my mind. Number 1, he loves wrestling. So generally, if he's outside of wrestling, he's probably watching or following or doing something related to wrestling. Stopping by the office, watching film, following the international scene. He's just a wrestling guy. He's a junkie. So that's one. But he's pretty fun-spirited. He's easygoing. He is the type of guy, though, that he understands when to zone in. And when he's training, when we get close to competition, he takes it very serious. And he's the guy that you're not going to kid around a lot with him. Pretty locked in.